Well, I had a bunch of my crap sitting out here in the yard. Now there's less of it. And I also had a lot of little trees that line the yard, little spindly trees. I'm trying to get the yard cleaned up here a little bit. Here's some of the yard debris. I've cleared probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times as much of that out of here already. So it's mostly good. And I used the long spindly tree trunks to make a structure. So now I got my aquaponic system in. So here it is. I finally put it all together today. So I hung some netting there for a little bit of shade. What I do is I've got this 100-gallon reservoir here, which I'm still filling with water. It's got a little bit of nutrients in it. And what it does is pump water up these 2 lines here and here. And basically it comes over, down, and into this tower, and also into these 4 large mud tubs, which I've got filled with pea pebbles and expanded clay pellets. Everything loves to grow in that. Some stuff likes to be in deeper medium. It's only about a foot deep. But then I've got a whole mess of these 5-gallon buckets that it flows into after it gets done in these guys. Well, also I built this, I really built this for indoors, but I'm just kind of consolidating all of my systems right now into one here in the greenhouse. And it's basically a 2-tier system. It flows into the top, and then the top flows into the second one, and then out and it joins in with the rest of the buckets there. So I've got these 2 timers here that orchestrates some events, and basically 3 times a day it'll pump water out for 30 minutes or so, and then pumps the water back. And I'm trying to achieve 4 or 5 gallons in these buckets so that it hits the roots. But yeah, I've got a new home here for this thornless blackberry. It's sprawled out pretty far. It goes up here. And pretty much just goes all over the place. And then my little muscadine grape. It wants to do that. It's not quite as happy as that blackberry. But I've got a little pepper that was last year's and it died, and apparently wants to try again. So I'm going to go ahead and let it. Since it's got a head start, might as well. And then the same with the, which I thought was dead, but apparently it's not. It's a little dwarf. Of course, it can't grow here for very long. I've got to move it, but you know, it'll be happy there for a minute. And then there's some blueberries, and here's a little fig tree. And of course, I mean, the amount of growth that it had from last year to this year, it won't make another year under here either. I'll have to get a bigger container for that fig. But that's it. I've got kind of a new environment here for my aquaponics. And from the outside, it is really ugly. Let's see. Hopefully my neighbors don't hate me. I'm going to figure out a way to make it look nicer. But my friend runs a recycling business, Chris Taylor, very cool dude, gave me this plastic here, and so I was going to buy a bunch of PVC and 2x4s and try to make some half rounds, but I wanted to give this a shot. I just took an old gazebo frame and then started laying some of these trunks against it, and then giving it some additional support. But See? And then really with all these little supports going all over, my vines have a place to grow, and I've got a place to kind of hang my stuff that I don't really want to get wet. I know I poked a hole in here somewhere when I was putting this thing together. I've got to patch it. I can imagine the wind's going to there it is. I can imagine the wind's going to do that to me. You know, stuff like that. I've got to probably wrap up or whatever. When it starts to get windy, it's going to probably nail it. But that's it. Hope you enjoy it.